guys, welcome back to my channel. We are in my kitchen today because we're talking low carb pasta. So walking down the pasta aisle, craving pasta, especially when you're low carb or eating paleo. And I stumbled across these miracle noodles. I got a bunch. So in particular, this one right here, and it's made with konjac flour. This one as well. Then I got some Palmini, which if you've seen them on Shark Tank, they used to be sold in a can. They moved to a package like this, which is cool. I've had hearts of palm before, so I'm curious to see if this one's any different. And then I also came across cassava spaghetti, which is paleo. This is not going to be keto. It's really high in carbs. One serving, which is 2 ounces, is 49 grams of carbs. So moderation is key on this one. And then this one just, I was like, what? Dried spaghetti squash. Like, what the heck? To me, it's a little pricey. This was $5. I could buy 4 pretty large spaghetti squashes for about 12 bucks. So I'm curious to see how much this makes. But with that, let's get into it. I want to try these miracle noodles, which there are a few steps to making them, so let me get to it. Okay, so while these are doing their thing, I do hear them kind of like the dryness, they're getting dry. They had a spinach version in like a feta or an angel hair pasta, as you guys can see. Y'all, these ones smell gnarly. It smells like fish and there's no fish in it. I don't know what's up with that, but I'm gonna cook them both and try them both at the same time. I don't know, the smell is super off-putting on the spinach one, so be aware of that if you do purchase these. All right, so we're done cooking. Just a reminder, I made the miracle noodle one, the plain and the spinach. I will say before I said that the spinach smelt really weird. Once it started cooking, the smell definitely went away, so that's a plus. And then just for sauce, I just bought this Sticks and Bones tomato sauce just to give it a try, yeah, for ease of purpose. So let me go ahead and try the fettuccine ones first, as you guys can see. I didn't put too much sauce and I didn't cut them, so hopefully it's not a gross mess as I eat them. Oh my god. A very interesting texture. I don't know if they need to be cooked more, but it's almost like, you know when you get squeaky cheese? That's the kind of texture I get in my mouth. Interesting. Okay. Alright, let's try the spinach. Oh, I do want to point out that these ones, this particular brand, was on the lower price side. This was, I think, $2.99. Okay, let's try these. Oh, there's a lot. All right. Same with these, like that squeaky cheese texture in my mouth, but not horrible. If you're craving that pasta, not a bad option. I'm not mad at it. I would say maybe making like a pad thai with it would be better. Just something that really sticks to the noodle itself versus a tomato sauce. But yeah, okay, so far not bad. Weird smell on one, but the taste was good, so heck. And if you see this sauce in stores, you know, it's not organic. I wish it would be because tomatoes are a dirty dozen. It ain't horrible. It's not bad. It tastes really good and it does have like a spicy kick. It's an arrabbiata, which means it's angry, so it's spicy. So yeah, pretty good if you see this in stores. All right, I think I'm gonna cook up this cassava one next, which is the paleo friendly one. So it's organic cassava flour and water. That's all they're using. And I'm hoping it gives me like more of a pasta vibe than these did. Already I like what I'm seeing. It is that stick, that sauce sticks to the noodle, which is just like pasta. So let's see what the overall vibe is of this one. Okay. Nice al dente, that's how I prefer it. Could go a little longer, but yeah, this one over the magic noodle, I would recommend, and I'm actually going to give this a paleo chef kiss if you are paleo and just have that hankering for pasta every now and then. You know, go the grain-free route if you can. And what's the serving? 57 grams, 2 ounces, 200 calories, 49 carbs. Yeah, just a little portion to suffice that moment. Yeah, I would definitely purchase this again. These were $4.99 as well, I think. I'm pretty sure. But I like it. It has like a little bit more of a grainier consistency, kind of like maybe a whole wheat. So yeah, just be mindful of that. Almost like a brown rice noodle. So yeah, definitely a winner. This is good. I'm probably gonna eat the whole bowl. Okay, moving on to this other pasta that uses that konjac flour. This one also has oat fiber, so not as paleo friendly as the other ones, but I'm curious to see what the texture will be like with that oat. But this one has 1 net carb for 100 grams. So I'm just gonna rinse a few of them just to try it instead of the whole pack. Yeah, so I do need to rinse it thoroughly, and then I have to pat it dry. All right, penne noodles are hot, ready to go. Yummy, yummy. Let's see. I don't know, I'm kind of nervous. I don't know, guys. Is there really a substitute for pasta? Let me know what you think. Is it just better to have the cheat day, eat really well for a couple weeks and have that cheat day? Probably. All right. It's just not for me. It's like really, again, that squeaky cheese in my mouth feeling is just not, it's not gonna do it for me. These ones were pretty expensive too. These were about $4.99, so I would just rather, I usually eat spaghetti squash, so I would just rather do that. So yeah, no. And I actually kind of preferred the Miracle Noodle texture a little better because it was a little softer. These ones were a little bit harder, but definitely more squeaky cheese vibe on these ones. Yeah, no. I'm gonna switch it up and we'll do Palmini next. All right, good old Palmini, she up next. This one, same procedure, drain, rinse with plenty of water, probably because they are gonna be a little brinier since it's hearts of palm. And then add your sauce, cook in a pan, mix together, enjoy. So we'll see, I kind of like sauteed it up a little longer than normal, but these are the noodles here. Let's see. This one I like a lot. Like I said, I've had hearts of palm before in a noodle form. Trader Joe's, I don't know if they still sell it, but they used to. And I bought it and I really enjoyed it, and I definitely like this one. So I would definitely recommend this one. I think it was $4.99. The one at Trader Joe's was $2.99. So if you find it at Trader Joe's, definitely pick that up. But this would be great, like making like a puttanesca sauce with some olives, capers. I think that would be really delicious because it would complement a little bit of that brininess that you get from the hearts of palm. So yeah, I think I'm gonna give this one chef kiss. I'm here for it. It's delicious. Good alternative. Yay. All right, last but not least, we're gonna do this spaghetti squash. This one is not for really flavor, like to taste, because I know what spaghetti squash tastes like. I'm curious to see the portion. because I can get quite a bit from a squash. So I'm curious if it's worth the $5 to not have to like hurt yourself cutting a squash. So let's find out. All right, spaghetti squash. I put it in a clear bowl. It's still piping hot so you guys can see the portion. So I do paleo and keto meal prepping in Las Vegas for clients. And I would say I usually give them about 6 ounces of spaghetti squash when I make a meal with it. This is probably a little bit or more than that. So for the price, no bueno, no good. I don't like it. I think it's a little high. It's really high. It's great for convenience. If you are in a time crunch, I would probably keep this 1 pack in my pantry maybe. But I also do want to taste it. I'm just going to taste it plain, just to get a feel if it does have the same texture. I find when I make it fresh, like when I cut it and bake it, it's sweeter. And this is lacking there for me because I do enjoy that little sweetness, especially if I put tomato sauce on it. Yeah, like I said, I would buy it if like 1 pack to keep in my pantry, but other than that, I'll buy a squash and cut it. Easier. So, as far as my favorites, definitely the Cassava is empty, so she was good. And I would definitely do the Hearts of Palm. If you're looking for something more budget friendly, definitely the magic noodle, but I would suggest making like a thicker, like I said, like a pad thai kind of sauce, something that's really gonna stick to it, I think would be better for those. Hey guys, Editor Amanda here, looking like a hot mess, but I wanted to pop on to let you know the Miracle Noodles, I had them later in the night for dinner, and I experienced a lot of bloating. So I could tell my stomach was bloated and even into the next day, so just an FYI on those. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Maybe it sparked a little shopping on your part to go pick some of these up if you have a hankering for some pasta. If you want to see more of these taste test videos, give me a like, subscribe, comment below which one you would purchase, which one you've tried if you have. And I will see you on the next one. See you guys.